Okay, so I'm talking about sex and female circumcision, or specifically sex in women who have been circumcised. It's a very, very bad story. And this is because tail or heads, these women lose. A lot of times in, parts of the world like Africa and some parts in Asia, when women are circumcised, the idea is that they will not be promiscuous. But that's so counterintuitive. It doesn't even make any sense, because around the 7th week of gestation, when the woman is pregnant, you have the genital tubercle, which is what either differentiates into the penis or the clitoris. So the clitoris is the equivalent of the penis. So it's around this 7th week in pregnancy that these cells, separate into either the clitoris or the penis. And later on, the clitoris becomes for the woman what the penis is for the man. So when you do female circumcision and you cut off the clitoris, it is the equivalent of you cutting off the penis of a man. So it is very terrible. What ends up happening is, depending on how bad the clitoris was cut, so some cut the tip, some cut in the middle, some take out a big chunk. Depending on how bad it is, the woman would have no sexual pleasure. So it's just like a man, somebody telling you to have sex and you don't have a penis. Where are you going to get all the satisfaction from? So a lot of women who are circumcised, when they have sex, they're actually doing it as a matter of duty, not for pleasure, because the parents have taken out the vehicle for pleasure, in inverted commas. And it can be one way that the woman is now so averse to sex. And if you're married to a woman who is circumcised, so it could be that she really isn't into sex because for her it's a burden. She doesn't find it pleasurable. You would need to find other areas of her body that would help her achieve some sexual satisfaction. So you have to look for that, whatever it is. And it can be the breast, it can be somewhere else, but you have to look for it to help her. That's one. The second option is, in some women, they now keep looking for this sexual satisfaction that they can't get, and that in turn makes them promiscuous. So it's like someone who is high on heroin for the first time, and then you kiss God, basically, and then after that you start looking for the same high, but you never get it again. So you end up having women who end up sleeping with different men, hoping to get that satisfaction, but they really never get it. So either way, it's either the woman is so averse to sex, or she might even be promiscuous. Now, I'm not even talking yet about difficulty with delivery, because a lot of times that area is scarred and delivery is difficult, or also things like having painful sex, because the whole elasticity component of the vagina, depending on how bad that area was cut, has been taken out. So when you circumcise your female child, you are causing that child a lot of trauma for the future, and the potential for her to have an unhappy marriage, to have an unhappy sexual life, to die during childbirth, to so many problems. So please stop that. It's actually counterproductive. There is no tradition that makes sense, that does that. When people did that in the past, they were ignorant, period. And now we know better.